Hello, Dr. G here from naturalfoodsdiet.org. I made an observation today that I want to share with you. I was hiking up at the Ventana Canyon Trail in the Catalina Mountains. This was about 8:30 this morning. It was a gorgeous day. The temperature was in the mid-60s. There was a gentle breeze. There was this azure blue sky like we get so often here in Arizona. I was busting at the seams with energy. I was so excited about getting out and exposing my solar panels to collect some free energy. Now, I purposely picked this time of day to hike because this is when the light frequencies of the sun are the most beneficial for health. Now, we don't know everything that sunlight does to the human body, but we do know that the morning sun helps us create sulfated cholesterol and sulfated vitamin D. Okay, so I get to the trailhead. There happens to be a large group of hikers and they're about ready to take off. Now I'm thinking, oh no, now I gotta pass all these people on the trail. Of course, I assumed I'm gonna go faster than they were. Maybe they were faster. I shouldn't make such assumptions. Okay, but the first thing that stuck out about these people was how decked out they were. They had backpacks, walking sticks, camelbacks, wide-brimmed hats, and a few of the people, I swear, they had every square inch of their skin covered with some kind of SPF 60 garment or scarf. One lady had gloves, scarves, hat, long sleeve shirt, long pants, and if I had to guess, I bet she was still doused in sunscreen just in case a photon might slip through a seam. Now, don't get me started on how bad sunscreen is. The aluminum in most sunscreens is toxic to our endothelial nitric oxide synthetase, abbreviated eNOS. eNOS is stimulated by sunlight, and eNOS aids in the production of sulfate. So you see, the sunscreen disables eNOS in two different ways. First, it blocks the light, so eNOS can't be activated. Second, aluminum poisons the enzyme. Now, eNOS has a flavonoid side chain that absorbs photons from the sun to power it. Okay, back to my story. These people were gathered in a circle, about to leave. As I pulled up, I was looking at them. I had this urge to give them a little lecture, like I'm giving you right now. Just a mini lecture. I would cover the benefits of sulfated cholesterol and sulfated vitamin D. My guess is they were all taking vitamin D supplements, which is probably a good thing for this group considering they weren't going to get any vitamin D from the sun that day. But I just want to tell you that vitamin D pills are not the same as getting vitamin D from the sun. And that again gets back to sulfation. Sulfated vitamin D is the one that has the beneficial health effects and the one we get from the sun. And with sulfated vitamin D, there's a negative feedback loop, so it's impossible to overdose. Now that's opposed to vitamin D3 we buy in the store and we slam down our gullets. It's easy to overdose on this stuff because there is no feedback control. Now what happens if we have too much vitamin D in our system? It increases calcium absorption across the gut, and this can create elevated calcium levels. And this can deposit in tissues, in artery plaque, and it can form kidney stones. So let's get back to the hikers. These hikers that are deathly afraid of the sun. Now they probably got this from their physicians and probably their dermatologists. Almost every dermatologist note that goes across my desk in my practice, I see at the end, they admonish the patient to stay out of the sun. Now you could tell by these hikers' dress, they consider the sun highly toxic. Now they were nice people. They pulled over to let me go by, and I had my mini shorts on. I was practically naked, especially compared to them. Now I was hoping, hey, they might get the hint. Hey, that guy's in the sun, maybe I should get in the sun. Maybe it would do me some good. But probably more likely they're doing something like, I bet that guy has to get a bunch of tumors cut off his nose every year. Now, I do agree that if you have a part of your body like your face that's always in the sun, maybe you should wear a hat, because excessive sun can cause wrinkles and non-fatal skin cancers that sometimes we need to get them cut off or burnt off or poisoned off. Okay, but it's critically important for our health. And it's the morning frequencies of photons of light that sulfate cholesterol and vitamin D. And another effect, as shown by Gerald Pollack in his book, The Fourth Phase of Water, the sun's rays charge separate water so that it acts like a battery to power the cell and to power life. Now, we also know that sunlight sets our circadian rhythm. And that helps us have proper hormone levels for optimal health, and also helps us sleep well, which is one of the most important things we must do if we want to stay healthy. Now, mankind obviously didn't start out wearing clothes. And for some reason, humans don't have any fur. We had, in the beginning, naked skin that absorbs the sun and does magical things with it. Maybe, just maybe, that's the way it's supposed to be. Now, for me and my patients, I recommend getting at least 30 minutes of morning sunlight on the skin and in the eyes between the hours of 8 and noon every day. And you can't be wearing a lot of clothes. You got to get at least partially naked, people. Now, even more is better. Now, this is one habit that feels good and you'll look forward to it. It's a natural procedure, and it'll do more to boost your energy and improve your health than just about any other single thing you can do. Now, there is a caveat, isn't there always? Some people are too damaged to tolerate sunlight. An example, let's take sulfated cholesterol. If you eat the standard American diet, you may have very little sulfur in your system. If you don't have any sulfur, you sure as heck ain't going to sulfate cholesterol. And then the sun may indeed be toxic. That means some people have to fix their baseline problems before they tolerate enough sun to help them. Now, maybe I'm being too hard on the hiking club members. They may have intuitively known that they were too damaged and the sun is indeed toxic for them. But I really doubt it. My guess is they were swayed by the constant preaching of mainstream medicine and sunscreen manufacturers over the past 25 years. This is Dr. G. If you like this kind of cutting-edge health information, please subscribe to our channel. Thanks.